Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new Tech Reviews and Gadgets episode. With today, we're taking a look at a USB condenser microphone with RGB lighting and audio monitoring. And you guys are currently watching CrewElite. Today's episode, we're taking a look at the NJSJ M200 USB RGB microphone. And for its price, I'm actually really impressed with some of the features it has. For starters, it has an RGB lighting, kind of, ambient kind of lighting effect. You have a dedicated mute button. You can also monitor the audio that's actually coming out of this microphone through headphones through this microphone, which is also really nice to see. And additionally, there's also a mic control gain knob, so you can actually adjust the gain of your microphone on the microphone itself without having to manipulate all your different settings. As always, product information, specifications, and details will be listed down below in the video description, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you are interested in buying this USB microphone. But right now, what we're gonna do is actually move over to the first look and unboxing portion of this video. Here is the packaging of the NJSJ USB RGB microphone, and there's no specifications listed on the box. But now, let's get cracking inside. We are instantly greeted with the user manual, and the user manual has a lot more details about this microphone. We also have a product service card, a USB Type-A to USB Type-C PAL cable, a USB Type-A to USB Type-C adapter. We also have a pop filter, the stand for the microphone, and last but not least, we have the microphone. You can see the microphone's already pre-attached to the shock mount, and you can see all the different functionalities that this microphone supports. The overall unboxing experience with this microphone was really pleasant. They did include all the necessary accessories and things you need to get this up and running, which is really nice. And essentially, this microphone is plug and play. And what that means is all you simply need to do is get it all, set up and ready to go. And you simply just take your cable, plug it in, and plug it into the device you're using. You don't need to install anything. You don't need to install any drivers, and you're basically good to go. So right here, we have the microphone itself, and you guys can see it comes in a nice little holder for it. And what's unique about this holder is they kind of already pre-attached it, and I don't think you can actually detach it from this. So this is something that you can't remove and replace with like another shock mount. But you can see we have our adapter here. We have our gain knob on the side right here that can rotate around, which is nice. We have our dedicated mute button, so if you wanted to mute the microphone, I should say, you can mute the microphone. And additionally, this button also serves as, dimming the brightness of the RGB lighting. And we also have our dedicated 3.5mm audio jack, so we can actually monitor in real time, the audio that's actually coming out of this microphone. So that's really, really cool to see. So let's essentially get this set up and ready to go. They included, like I said, everything you need. So we're gonna put the stand here in the middle, and I'm gonna screw this onto the stand and just kind of line everything up and get this screwed up in place so that the microphone is attached. And you wanna make sure it's lined up so it's not crooked. And you just want to twist this around a few times and make sure it's very tight. And then you can rotate this, various different angles. So if you want it standing upright like this, like a talk show microphone, you could have that. But if you want to have it in like that podcast kind of setup, you could also have it like this. You could either put this pop filter on. You don't have to utilize it, but it is going to allow for some of those impulsives, or when you do that kind of sound, it will kind of eliminate it with this pop filter. And you simply just attach that by plugging it, not plugging it, but just pushing it into this little compartment here. And you just slide it in, just like so. And now you have a nice mini little pop filter. Let me open up this cable here, and we're going to kind of unravel it. And then you want to flip this on the back side, and we're just going to plug that in. There's an indentation for the cable, to kind of wrap around, which is good to see. And then you simply just, you know, plug this into whatever device you're using. In my case, I will be using this laptop, but if you have like a computer setup, or if you have like, you know, a proper setup, a desktop setup, you know, you could plug it in. Right now we have the microphone on. It was configuring on my laptop. I'm going to increase my volume. We are going to be using Audacity for our test. And I do have this pair of headphones that I'm just going to simply put on top of my head. And I am going to plug this into this microphone, just like so that I can get audio monitoring. Oh wow, I could already hear myself. This is really neat. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start filming. Let me make sure my Audacity is set up. Let me make sure it's you know, capturing the correct microphone. There we go. Start monitoring. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna start recording. So we're gonna test out the audio. So right now, this is the audio from the NJSJ microphone. How does it sound? I am bringing it a little bit closer to me, as you guys can see. Hopefully it's doing a good job of actually picking up my voice. I'm not sure if it's peaking. I'm going to obviously listen back to the sound recording, but I am able to hear myself speak through this microphone with the headphones I have on right now. And it's really good though, you know, like when I get really close to it, it sounds like it's capturing my audio very clearly, which is really good. And there is that dedicated mute button, so all I need to do is tap it again. You can see now you guys can actually pick up on my audio. So I do like that dedicated mute button, because if I was in a pinch, you know, I could just boop, tap it, I'm muted, no one has to hear me, and I don't have to, like, you know, just go over to my laptop or whatever device I'm using and try to, oh, you know, I gotta mute myself. So it is nice to see that there is a dedicated mute button, but I do love the audio monitoring feature, especially if I was doing like voiceovers or different you know, audio recordings. You know, being able to kind of listen to yourself as you speak to the microphone is really nice. And you are able to adjust this to various different angles. You can tighten it so you can lock it into that position. And that RGB lighting is really, really nice. Really nice. I do like the RGB lighting. And you guys can see that's the RGB lighting right there. Love it. Not bad though. And I do believe you are able to actually mess with the gain. So let's actually try that. I want to increase the gain, I believe. Is this increasing it? No, I think I'm decreasing it. Okay, so let me increase the gain. So I think this is the maximum gain. So this is the maximum gain with the microphone, but what I like about it is you are able to adjust it. So if I wanted the microphone to be a little more quieter, I could just decrease it. And now it's, you know, I gotta get really close to the microphone in order to actually peak it. So really cool, you know, feature that they embedded into the design of this microphone. And overall, it is not too bad. So, one of my final opinions and remarks about this NJSJ M200 microphone. Well, as you saw with my test, it wasn't bad. The audio, I did go back and listen to it. It was actually pretty decent. With these types of microphones, it is a little tricky because even though there's emphasis to the front end, it can tend to pick up a little bit on the background noise. But overall, with this microphone, it did a really good job of doing that. But obviously, I don't really have a lot of background noise around me at the moment. But overall, it didn't do too bad. You know, for a cheap, you know, really budget-friendly microphone, this actually performed really decently, and I was really impressed. You know, it has, you know, three main features that, you know, a lot of budget microphones don't have, which is that dedicated mute button, the audio monitoring, it has the gain control. So actually there's four features that a lot of microphones in this kind of range don't have. And it also has that RGB gradient lighting. And what I like about the RGB lighting is that gradient. You know, most microphones or most RGB lighting enabled devices, it's just like a solid color that just changes, but I love how this has like that gradient look. It just looks more premium and looks more high quality, and you can see it's just changing to these various different colors, and it looks really, really presentable. So not only can you get really superior audio, you could also enhance your setup with this microphone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tech reviews and gadgets episode, and if you did enjoy, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and also turn on post notifications on to get updates and alerts when we do upload. Have any questions or concerns, leave a comment. Enjoy the video, leave a like, and also share this video out to anybody who may be interested in some sort of microphone. Also, product information, specifications, and details will be listed down below in the video description, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you are interested in buying this microphone. Thank you all for tuning into this comprehensive review. I had a blast making this video, and I hope to see you all on the next episode. CrewElite signing off. Thank you all for watching, and have a good rest of your day.